Why do women make such great leaders? I think men and women make great leaders. So I don't think leadership is about gender. I don't think leadership is about necessarily culture. I think leadership is a culmination of experiences through your career, through your life, from where you came, who you are as a person, man and woman. And it's all of those things. It's not about women making better leaders or worse leaders for that matter. I do think there are definite differences when I've worked for women leaders than I've worked for men leaders. And again, each of them has their relevant good qualities about it. But I think women tend to, in my view, be more able to absorb a multiple range of inputs. And I think we are then able to rationalize across multiple range of inputs. And we're less about one compartment or the other. So I think our ability as women to take in inputs from a very broad range, to be able to see patterns in them, and then to be able to reach conclusions is it has a lot more ability to be open than probably our male colleagues, right? Although again, I would never want to stereotype because I don't think that's naturally true of everyone. I think the other thing is just when you have a woman leader, because we have so few, it creates in the organization actually a different perspective. And every time you get a different perspective, you get a different answer versus trying to do the same thing and trying to solve the same problem with the same solution, having got nowhere for a long time. It just doesn't make sense to keep doing the same thing, right? So I think it's a refresh, a different perspective, a different approach. I also think if you look at research, where there's lots of research out there, that every time companies have brought women onto their exec teams, onto boards, you actually see a better performance. So there's actual hard fact and research that shows that when you add women into leadership teams, you get a better performing company, be it shareholders, be it employee engagement, be it customer satisfaction. So there's definitely a profit association with being more diverse. So those would be my views. I think, there's lots of books written on this, and I think they're smarter than me to tell you why women make better leaders. But I do think in general, leadership is not a gender point.
No.